Going down to Rome's. So, of course, Daniel Jones is the Vikings quarterback du jour, being signed to the practice squad, and as a hedge for depth here this season, as well as potentially a backup for J.J. McCarthy next season, as Sam Darnold's probably going to get paid. And, of course, Vanilovic. Shout out Benkel. That's right, man. But his story with the Giants is very well documented. Ed Donachelle got him his huge contract, and then it just sort of all unravel, right? And the Giants overpaid Jones. They didn't have money to keep Saquon, and everything was just a mess. Also, they let Xavier McKinney go, too. I mean, Saquon should be MVP, but the Giants may have lost the Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, which is really funny to me. But then all the drama came through. I mean, there's reports that Jones had been demoted to quarterback 4. He's playing safety on the scout team and blah, 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 blah. And then eventually he requested his release, and the Giants granted it because he was not part of their future plans. And the Giants gave him a chance to latch on with a team that's going to win the Super Bowl. No problem. All right. And it just seemed the best for everyone. And the way that he handled his exit, I mean, it was with a lot of class. It wasn't him just crapping on his teammates. And you saw like the reaction from his teammates after he was released of, Drew Lock, of sexy Dexter Lawrence. Like, they love Daniel Jones. They have a lot of respect for Daniel Jones. He's a hell of a teammate, and you certainly can't hold that against him. Or you call Daniel Jones a lot of things. Bad teammate, and one of them. And then eventually he found his way to the Vikings. Now, Tom Brady. Tom freaking Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, right? But broadcasting-wise, his voice is just a little nasally, you know what I mean? Like, he obviously knows what he's talking about, but I don't know. But Brady decided to throw a little bit of shade on Daniel Jones, and I don't know if it's like Brady and the whole Patriot versus Giants thing, but it's ridiculous. So it was in the middle of the Giants listless game against the Dallas Cowboys, and the broadcaster, Burkhardt, started talking about Daniel Jones and how he's released, and he was playing safety on the scout team, and then Brady decided to chime in with just some epic shade. I don't know how the whole situation went down. Oh, you don't know how the whole situation went down, but you feel free to comment on it. I mean, isn't Brady's mom from Minnesota? Maybe that's where he gets his passive aggressiveness from. But to think that you would ask for a release from a team that committed a lot to you is different than I would have handled it. Oh, no, you do you, but I would have handled it differently. Yeah, it says the guy who consistently took pay cuts for the Patriots, not to free up money for other teammates, but because he was afraid that if he made too much, Belichick would cut him. I always felt that I wanted to get the trust and respect of my teammates regardless of the situation, knowing that I'm trying to do my best for the team, because that was the most important thing. Oh, you don't think the Daniel Jones teammates still have love and respect for him? They don't think that getting benched and then being demoted to scout team safety was a little bit doing it dirty, the team doing the franchise quarterback dirty, right? And Daniel Jones, was he any great shakes with the Giants? No, but was that because of coaching and personnel around him? Yes, as well as it's certainly on him. But he is not the only one to blame, right? Brady continued. There's just different things that happen in the NFL, and everyone makes individual choices, and we're all at points in our career. We faced. Try again. We're all at points in our career. We all in points of our career face different challenges in college, and some I faced challenges in college, and some things didn't go the way I wanted. But the people who mattered the most to me were the ones in the locker room. I don't care if they asked me to do scout team safety or scout team quarterback. I was going to do whatever I could to help my team win. Oh, so magnanimous, so stunning, and so brave of Tom Brady. It's like, hey, if you were given the large contract and said that you're the franchise guy, and then all of a sudden you get benched because your team is falling apart around you, and then you get demoted to safety on the scout team, and you just grin and bear it, be like, I'm doing my best, guys, right? Even though everyone in that locker room likely thought that Daniel Jones got done wrong, except for Malik Neighbors. And they still got love and respect for him, even though he got released and signed with the Vikings, huh? Well, Tom Brady, I just have a few things to say. Keep my quarterback 4's name out your damn mouth. That's all I'm saying, right? It didn't seem like a spot where Brady was just completely unnecessarily crapping on Daniel Jones for no reason. Well, everyone's situation is different, but I don't know. But here's what I would do. So magnanimous, please. And of course, he's talking about at Michigan when he was quarterback 7, worked his way up, was behind Brian Greasy, blah, blah, blah. Drew Henson came in, then he had to fend off Drew Henson. I mean, respect. I mean, a lot of college quarterbacks would have just hit the transfer portal nowadays and just been whatever. And Brady, you thought about transferring several times from Michigan, going back home, playing at Cal or something, right? But Brady, respect. That's one of the things that built in grit in him. That's why he never backed down from a challenge. It's something that you do respect. But then, of course, I'm sure some of his tough situations were like being in the 6th round, drafted 199. It was like, would you draft this? Would you draft this? Tom Brady, come on. Hey, Brady, come on. As a objective announcer / part team owner, which is constantly at odds, would you draft this? Come on. Come on. Or, hey, how come no one talks about Tom Brady was a glorified game manager in that first Super Bowl? Actually, the first 3. Not saying, I'm just saying, right? Or, the adversity that Brady faced getting a 10-year, $375 million broadcast deal from Fox, even though he's never called a game in his life, and just basically taking Greg Olson's gerb, even though Greg Olson, G-Reg, third leg Greg, had worked his ass off and actually became really damn good as Fox's number 1. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Oh, so stunning and so brave. Please. Please, please, please. Hey, Brady, you are lucky that J.J. McCarthy is your boy. Because otherwise, you may be exiled. You might be on the list, man. But, hey, whatever, right? Hey, Daniel Jones taking some slings and arrows, but he did what's best for him. The Giants, frankly, did what's best for them. And everyone in that locker room still has respect for Daniel Jones. I guarantee you, no one thought less of Daniel Jones because he asked for his release after his team made him the scout team frickin' safety after he was a franchise quarterback. Get the hell out of here, Tom Brady. Or maybe this is too much of Belichick. It's like, do your job. Shut up. Shut your face. I will defend our quarterback 4 and maybe future QB 2 to the day I die over this jabroni. That's it. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Tom Brady throws massive shade at our guy, Daniel Jones, because he's our guy now. Because he whooped our ass in the playoffs. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You know what to do. Skull, production value.